Let's begin by opening up the hips. So go ahead and pick up your leg and swing it out to the side. We are going to do a warm-up for this boot camp flow. I sometimes include the warm-up into the flow, but today the boot camp is going to be really tough, so I wanted to make sure we got everything stretched out first. Go ahead and kick your heels back towards your butt and row your elbows back. Try to squeeze your shoulder blades together so you can start to activate your upper back muscles. Now swing your arms up. Good. We just want to get some blood flowing and make sure the muscles are feeling awake and ready to go for this crazy total body workout we're about to do. Good. Now bring your arms open to the side. Still trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together here. It's just a slightly different range of motion. And now take a wide stance and let's lunge side to side. I always love doing these side lunges in my warm-ups because they really help stretch out those hips and the inner thighs. Let's add a twist. Reach towards your toes, but try not to drop your shoulders too much. Still think about that proper posture. Good. The warm-up isn't going to be too long today, so I want to make sure you're getting that big range of motion in every single rep of these lunges. Let's hold the twist. Bend that right knee and twist open to the leg. And now let's switch. You guys know in these boot camp flows, I connect different strength exercises with different stretches and cardio movements. Everything is connected and you will feel very winded and very sweaty by the end of this workout. Hang out in a wide straddle forward fold and then slowly roll it up. Let's do some body weight squats. Good. And to keep the arms moving, we're going to add that reach up to the sky. It's like a squat and press, just no weights. We will be doing a few squat and presses in today's workout, so I want to make sure this range of motion is feeling really warm. Good. For today's workout, I do recommend using some lighter weights, but of course you can have some heavier weights nearby as well if you want to challenge yourself on some of these movements. Go ahead and reach your legs forward and try to touch your toe, stretching out those hamstring muscles. If you're feeling especially tight and sore today, make sure you utilize that slim down deep stretch routine. That deep stretch video is really going to help you get through these next 4 weeks because that is going to make your body feel good. It's your reward after working so hard. And let's start to jog in place, and then we'll be ready to go. So just a light jog in place here. There's not too much jumping in today's workout, but I will have a modification box for a few of the exercises if you want to keep this workout completely low impact. Let's shake out those legs and get into this boot camp flow. Remember, as I said in the warm-up, during a boot camp flow, all of the exercises are connected. So once we start moving, we are going to keep moving. So just follow along. If things start to get a little confusing, just laugh it off and you'll catch on. The first exercise we're going to do is a basic walk down. So stand up tall and let's crawl out into that plank position. And then come all the way back up to stand. Again, crawl all the way out into your plank and all the way up. Feel free to bend your knees more on this walk down. If your hamstrings are really tight, you are going to need to bend your knees like that. But if you have the flexibility, keeping your legs straight is a good option as well. Make sure you're keeping your core engaged, pulling that belly button up and in, towards that spine. Let's just do one more basic walk down, and then I'm gonna add on. So on this next one, when you stand up, you're gonna do a squat jack. If you don't want to jump, follow the modification. Good. Crawl all the way out into the plank, crawl all the way up to stand, hop out into your squat, and then bring your feet together. Very good job. Make sure you're keeping your core really tight here, especially when you start adding jumps and extra movements. You need to make sure you support your spine by engaging that core. Good job. I need 4 more. You guys got this. Get deep into that squat, especially as your legs start to get a little warmer. You should get really deep into that squat. All right, you guys, one more. And then when you stand up, you're just gonna keep doing those squat jacks. So it's out and in, out and in. Whoo! And of course you're modifying if that's what you wanna do today. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bend your knees. Feet are hip width apart. You're gonna crawl out into that plank again. Give me a push-up on your knees or your toes, and then crawl all the way back into that crouched position. So you're not standing all the way up this time. Crawl all the way out into the plank. Give me a push-up. Crawl all the way back. These are your inchworm push-ups. If the push-up is a little too tough for you today, you can skip it and just crawl out into the plank and crawl back towards your feet. That is the perfect modification. Whew. And I am definitely winded now. I told you today's workout would be quite intense, and I wasn't lying. This is your 4-week slim down, and I know you want to see a lot of changes in 4 weeks. So I have to make these workouts hard so you can see those changes. I need 1 more of these inchworm push-ups. Give it all you got, all the way out, get all the way down, all the way up, crawl back towards your feet, and now I want you to crawl out and hold your plank. There's a modification box for this next exercise as well, because we are doing half burpees. Hop your feet up into a squat, and then hop back into the plank. Hop into that squat, and back into your plank. Make sure you hop up into a really wide stance, so that squat feels okay. If your feet are too close together, your knees are probably going to start to hurt. So just make sure you have that wide stance, your weight is in your heels, and you're feeling your booty. Give me 2 more. Hop it up and back. Let's hold it up. Straighten the legs. Grab those weights in front of you. And we're going to do a 3/4 squat. Weights in front of you. You're going to drop down, lift up 3/4 of the way. It's down, up 3/4 of the way. Keep it going. So just like in that squat we found on that half burpee, you need to make sure your feet are wide enough so you can feel the backs of your legs. You need to make sure you're pushing your butt back and the weight is in your heels. So you really, really feel your booty and your hamstrings. Keep going, down, up 3/4 of the way. So you're never straightening those legs. There's always a little bend in your knees. Whew. I am definitely out of breath. You should be too. Bring it down, lift it up. 2 more. Good. Last one. All the way up, weights to your shoulders. Here comes that squat and press. Just like we did in the warm-up without weights. Now we're using weights. Get as deep into that squat as you feel comfortable. And remember, if squatting is something that is uncomfortable for you, then you can grab a chair and just sit down and stand up. Whew. Keep it going. Down and up, down and up. 4, whew. 3, keep breathing, keep smiling. Last one. Very good. I want you to hold your squat. Backward squat walk. Step 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, right foot to the left foot. Wide walking lunges. Whew, all of these exercises are in the Infant Member Exercise Library. So if I'm moving too fast for you, you can pause the video and check out that exercise library video to see what you're really supposed to be doing. Whew, wide walking lunges. I am so out of breath, it's hard for me to explain what's happening. But you're doing 4 lunges forward, 6 steps back in that squat. And as you step back, with each step, you're pulsing a little lower, a little lower, a little lower, then bring your feet together. Step your right foot over to the right, left foot over to the left. Notice how I'm not taking big steps forward. It's more a bigger step to the side. Whoo, wide stance. Get low, one more lap. Back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feet together. Step for 4. Whoo, 3. You can scream if it helps. Yell at me. 1 more. Very good. Set those weights down. Find a plank position. We're going to get back into those inchworm push-ups. So crawl your feet, hands towards your feet. And now you can either crawl out like we did before or jump into that push-up and then crawl back. The modification is up in the corner. Just keep on going. All the way up, jump, and all the way back. This is a very advanced exercise. Modifying is completely okay. Whoo! Hopping up. Good job. 4 more. 4. You're resting after this, so stay strong. 3. Whoo! 2 more. And 1 more. Very, very good job. Slowly roll it all the way up. Take some deep breaths. All right. That was a lot of movement. Like I said, I know in these boot camp workouts, it's a lot of movement and it's all connected, so it's hard to catch on to what's going on. But that's why you just laugh at yourself. You're working out at home. No one's watching you, no one's judging you. So just keep moving, keep challenging those muscles. We are going to slow things down a bit and just do a quick superset to work the legs and the shoulders. I want you to grab your weights, and we are going to do a 3-count pause squat. So find your squat stance, the same one you found all throughout that flow. You're going to drop down into your squat and hold for 3, 2, 1, and then lift and squeeze your butt. Again, don't lock out your legs. Always keep a little bend in your knees. Let's go again. Down, hold, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Down and hold, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Keep it going. You shouldn't be going faster than me. Your legs shouldn't straighten until mine do. This is slow for a reason. We just did a lot of movement, and now we're slowing it down. You're probably going to start to sweat a lot, and your muscles are really going to be burning. So I'm giving you a little bit of variety in this boot camp flow workout. If you've done any of my boot camp flow videos before, you know that it's usually completely nonstop. You never stop moving. Everything is connected. Today, I am breaking things apart a little bit, just to confuse your body, and because I know you probably appreciate a little breather. Bring it down and hold. and lift. 2 more, you can do it. Hold and lift. 1 more, hold and lift. I feel my butt so much. And now, I've got a shoulder exercise for you. Front to side raise. You're gonna bring your arms forward and then out to the side. If you feel like you need to sit down because you're really winded, feel free to sit down and do this exercise. That is okay. Again, listen to your body, but don't quit so easily. You can usually push yourself a little bit harder than you realize. And I am here to make sure you are being pushed. Don't make me work out alone, you guys. I am struggling through this right there with you. So don't leave me hanging. We will be doing 3 sets of this superset here. And then I'm going to give you a longer rest. So I want you to push through and just stay strong. Side raise. And now we're going to pause. So I want you to hold your arms in front of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. And side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Very good. We're going to get back into that squat. I am sweaty. I don't know about you guys, but the sweat is real right now, but it feels great. Sweating just always feels like a release. It's a good stress relief thing to do. Sweating is great. Let's do those squats again. You're going to pause, down, 2, 3, and lift. Think about all of those little form details I told you before. Butt back, weight in your heels. You don't completely straighten the legs. Your booty is always burning. All that good stuff. And so if this exercise is feeling a little too easy for you, just grab some heavier weights. Or if you don't have weights at home, grab some heavy books. There's always an option. Good. Down, 2, 3, and lift. Again. Down, 2, 3, and lift. Whew, 2 more. It really helps if you just smile through it, even if you're in pain. Down, 2, 3, and lift. Good job. Back into those raises. Take a deep breath. And let's go. Front raise, side raise. Keep your core really tight. You shouldn't be arching your back like this as you do this exercise. Everything is tight. Perfect posture. Good, you guys. Front raise, into the side raise. You guys are so strong. I know this is hard. I know it's not the most fun, but you guys are getting stronger every single day. So just trust the process and keep going. Good work. Up and down, up and down. Whew. You're almost at that long rest, okay? Don't give up now. Front raise, side raise. Now we're pausing, okay? Hold 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Okay, side raise. Let's hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest for a moment. If you need to set down the weights to shake out your body, that's fine. But we're not resting long, so go ahead and grab those weights again. Final set of this superset. Then we're resting. And then we are getting back into that boot camp flow. So we will be moving fast again. So take advantage of this moment. Let's go. Down, hold, 2, 3, and lift. Again, down, hold, 2, 3. Try not to move at all on that pause. Find your squat. Hold your squat until you're allowed to lift. Keep the tension in the glutes No weight should be in your toes right now. Should all be on the back side of the foot. If you're feeling your knees or your quads, then you're probably not sitting back enough. Or your quads are just way too tight and you need to spend more time doing that deep stretch video. Good. Bring it down. Yeah, you guys are gonna give me 2 more. Come on. Down, 2, 3, and lift. 1 more. Very good. Okay, arms 1 more time, and then we can rest. Front raise. Side raise. Breathing helps, so don't hold your breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Exhale when the exercise gets hard, so when you need a strong, do it. Good. A nice deep breath can really get you through a workout. Whew. Good, you guys. I'm even feeling my abs on this. It's kind of crazy. 2 more normal ones and then we'll pause. Should be feeling your shoulders a lot. Whew. All right. And let's pause. Lift and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Side raise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Set those weights down. And I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to rest now. Now I want you to grab those weights and place them by your feet. Like I said before, we're getting into another flow. So there's going to be a non-stop movement. And the first thing we're going to do is a walk down curl to press. Yes, we are doing more walk downs. So let's get it going. Crawl all the way out into that plank. Come all the way back up and grab your weights as you stand. Do a bicep curl. Rotate to do a shoulder press. Bring it down and down. And let's go again. Crawl out into the plank. Come back up to stand. Grab the weights. Curl, press, down, down. And keep that going. Again, make sure you are choosing a weight that is challenging for you. If this whole workout feels way too easy, then it's absolutely time to increase the resistance. I recommend increasing your weight 2 to 3 pounds at a time. If you don't have lots and lots of dumbbells lying around, then you can use canned foods, water bottles. You can even fill water bottles up with sand, and that can make them heavier. Again, just choose your battles. Make this workout work for you. Keep it going all the way out into your plank, all the way up to stand, curl to press. Very good. Let's do 3 more like this, and then we will move on to the next movement. Whew. Make sure you're breathing. I'm not using too heavy weights, but I'm already feeling it. And it feels really good. I'm feeling those biceps burn. Awesome. 1 more. And then once you stand up, you're just going to keep going with that curl to press. So curl, press, down, down. Keep that going. Whew. And it should already be burning, or at least it is for me, but maybe I'm just the weak one today. You guys are probably getting even stronger than me with all of these infant workouts. Whew. Good. Curl, press, down, down. I promise I'm going to give those arms a break in a moment. I need 5 more. Don't arch your back. Keep your core tight. Very good. Almost there. Exhale on that press. Last one. Very good. Bring your feet completely together. We're going to do a narrow squat, just like that chair pose. And then straighten your legs, step your right foot back to lunge, feet back together. Narrow squat, right foot back, and then together. So it's a narrow squat, back lunge, all on one leg, and then we will switch. Make sure you're pushing through your heels on that squat, and then pushing through just your left heel on that lunge. You should feel your hamstrings, especially that left one, on this exercise. Keep it going. And again, breathe through it. Breathing will absolutely help. If the weights are too much for you right now, feel free to drop those weights. That's absolutely okay. Give me one more rep. Squat to lunge, other leg. Squat to lunge. Whew. Now you have completely forgotten about those biceps, and I'm sure your legs are burning now. Whew. Good work. Down and back. You guys are so strong. I know total body workouts are really exhausting. And I know if you're following the 4-week slim down, there's a lot of total body workouts. But you guys can do this. Keep it going. Squat to lunge. Just 3 more. Yes, you can do it. Don't give up on yourself. I'm not giving up on you, so you shouldn't give up on yourself. Let's get into some bent over rows. Bend over as much as you feel comfortable. Row the weights to your hips. Not to your belly button, not to your armpits, but to your hips. Squeezing your shoulder blades together. Whew. You should feel that upper back, possibly the middle back, but definitely not your lower back. Good, you guys, keep those elbows pulled in by your sides. I cannot believe how winded I am right now. Whew. But these total body workouts definitely feel like cardio. Let's speed up this row 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those weights down on their side, or on their, like the big part. And I'm gonna have you step into a low lunge. We're gonna do alternating low lunges here. So step one foot in and switch, and continue to switch. Reach that back leg as far back as you can, keeping it straight. Keep your core tight, flat back. I need 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your right foot forward. Drop your left knee down, and let's just hold that stretch. Pushing that left hip flexor down towards the ground. Here's where I am going to start to incorporate some stretches into the boot camp flow. Feel free to drop your hands down to the ground. And if you feel comfortable, reach your right arm back towards that left foot. And if you want a deeper stretch, grab the foot. Whew. Just a quick little stretch in the middle of all of the cardio. Release that foot, release your hands. Get the weights back to where they need to be. Straighten that left leg back into the alternating low lunges. Same thing you did before, but see if you can stretch that back leg back a little further since you're more comfortable with the exercise. Let's go. I need 2 more. This is the last one. Keep the left leg forward. Drop the right knee down. Hold the stretch. Whew. Push that right hip flexor down. Again, if you feel comfortable, drop those hands down. Put all of your weight on the right hand and take a twist. You can also grab the foot. Do whatever you did on the other side. Try to catch your breath. I know it's hard. Inhale, exhale, release the foot, and let's find a downward facing dog. You're actually done with those weights, so they don't need to be anywhere that they're easy to grab. From this down dog, you're going to shift into a plank, and then back into the down dog. And that's all you're doing, shifting forward and back. This is normally an exercise that I would put in a warm-up or at the beginning of a workout because it helps to fire up those shoulders and that core. But now that everything is tired, I am making you do it close to the end of the workout so that you really feel your muscles being challenged. Make sure as you push into that plank, your shoulders are stacked over your wrists, and then you push back into your down dog. You shouldn't be going faster than me. This is a controlled movement. I need 2 more. 1 more. Good. Now bring those elbows down to the ground, finding that dolphin pose. It's just like the down dog, but you're on your forearms. Now shift into that forearm plank. Make sure your feet are far enough back. We're doing forearm plank retraction. So right now your shoulder blades are separated. And now I want you to drop those shoulder blades together as your chest drops to the floor. Now separate the shoulder blades and pull the chest up. You're going down and up. Make sure the core is engaged the whole time. Even though your body is dropping to the ground, your belly isn't. Woo! I need 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drop your hips. Take a Sphinx pose, stretching out your lower back and your abs. Circle out your neck. We are about to get into an ab circuit here. So make sure your neck is all loose so you don't feel it when we start some crunches. Good. Flip over onto your back. Bend your legs so your feet are flat against the ground. We are about done with this workout. We are just going to do a series of ab exercises, and then we will move on to that cool down. So bring your hands behind your head and start to crunch. Lift, lower, lift, lower. On this basic crunch, you need to focus on pushing your belly button down the whole time. And as you push your belly button down, you should be lifting your chest straight up to the ceiling. So you're lifting your chest instead of your head, and you're lifting up instead of forward. So lift, lower, lift, lower. This does not need to be a big range of motion. In fact, if it's smaller, that's even better because it's going to burn more. Keep crunching, but now just lift your toes off the ground. Keep your heels on the floor, but lift your toes off the ground. We are setting up for the next exercise, which is going to be a march. So march those legs. Lift your left heel, lift your right heel. Left to right, left to right. Whoo, it burns. You should feel those deep core muscles so much right now. Stay with it. You only need to lift that foot a couple inches as well. It is small, but boy does it burn. Keep it going. And now just the left leg lifts and lowers. Even though just one leg is lifting, I still want you to crunch center. There's no twisting involved here. Whoo! Push that belly button down. Don't forget it. Whew, that's it. 4, 3, 2, right leg, let's go. Just lift and lower, lift and lower. This is probably one of my favorite ab series because the abs really burn with all of these crunches. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the crunch, both heels down. Bring your legs up into a tabletop position and hold. And you can lower your head down to the ground. Just keep your legs in that tabletop. Now here, you want to make sure there's no space between your lower back and the floor. Everyone has that natural curve in their spine, but you shouldn't even have that right now. You should be resisting against that curve, pushing your belly button down. Whew, nothing is getting in between you and the floor. From here, I want you to reach that left heel forward. You're just holding. There's literally nothing else happening. Whew, but you should feel your abs so much. Now bring that back to the tabletop and reach your right heel forward. Very good. Notice how the leg is in line with my left foot. It's not dropped really low. It's right here. Like I said before, small movements in this ab burnout, but it's burning, that's for sure. Bring it back in and let's switch. Good, you guys. You're almost done. Just a couple minutes left, and then we will move on to that cool down. Bring it back in and switch. Awesome. On the last two, if you want, bring those shoulders up. Reach your left heel forward. And bring it in. Reach your right heel forward. Bring it in and extend your legs up to the sky as you release your head down. Just two more exercises. We are going to do single leg drops. So let that left leg lower to a hover and then lift it back up. Right leg lowers to a hover and then lift it back up. Keep that going. If you feel like your lower back needs some support right now, you can bring those hands underneath your tailbone. And that's just going to make sure your body is more stable. But if you don't need to do that, don't. Because it makes it quite a bit easier. And I want to make sure you are feeling challenged. So do whichever variation challenges you enough. Good. Some of you may feel really challenged by this single leg drop. Some of you may be ready to advance it. If you're ready to advance it, both legs are dropping on this next one. And your legs only need to lower as much as you can have them lower. So you may just be moving like a foot and then lifting back up. You may be moving to 90 degrees, almost touching the ground. It's all different. Just find what works for you. I like dropping to 45 degrees. Down and up. Very good. We're doing 5 more and then we're done with this workout. Almost there. 4 more. Count with me. Just 3 more. Let's do it. 3 and lift. 2. Push your belly button down. And last 1. Let's hold it down for a little longer than you feel comfortable. And lift. Knees to chest. Bring your forehead up towards your knees and rock and roll up to sit. And let's move into that cool down. Let's begin by finding a cobra stretch. So lie down on your stomach. Roll your shoulders back away from your ears and lift your chest a little bit. Make sure you're squeezing your butt too to keep your lower back safe. From here, I want you to arch down and then tuck your chin and round up. We're going to do that 2 more times. Arch down, round up. This should feel good to your spine. Arch down, round up. Release all the way and push into a child's pose. Butt to your heels, arms reaching really far forward. Separate your knees wide enough so you can rest your chest on the ground. Now lift into your puppy pose. You're going to lift your butt in the air and press your armpits down towards the ground. This feels a little funny and it looks a little funny, but your chest should be getting a wonderful stretch right now. You can look forward or rest your forehead on the ground. From here, we're going to thread the needle. So take that right arm and slide it underneath the left and lift your left arm up in the air, taking that twist. If you want a slightly deeper stretch, reach that left arm forward and over to the right. So you're twisting that arm. There is so much happening right now, I know. But the right arm is reaching to the side and the left arm is reaching to the other side. Go ahead and release and take that on the other side. You're going to reach that left arm through, drop the shoulder, and lift the right arm up. And if you want to take a deeper stretch, reach that arm forward and over to the left. So that arm should be away from the ear, reaching across. And release back into your full child's pose, butt back. Roll it up to sit on your heels, interlace your hands behind your back and open up your chest. If you want a deeper stretch, you're going to bring your forehead down and bring your hands up. Drop your right shoulder down and look over to the left. And drop your left shoulder down and look over to the right. Bring it back, center. Release into that embryo pose. It's like that child's pose, but your arms are reaching back. And then bring the arms forward and let's find a downward facing dog. Lifting your hips up in the air. Press your armpits back towards those toes. And now walk your hands towards your feet and hang out in a forward fold stretch. If you want a slightly deeper stretch, you can cross your right leg over your left and stretch here. This is just going to feel a little different, but still try to let gravity pull your head, neck, and shoulders down so you can feel the deepest stretch. Trying not to resist against the natural stretch. And now switch out your legs, cross your left leg over your right. Hang out in that forward fold. Again, let your body drop, no tension, no stress. Uncross those legs and slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Head's the last thing to lift. Bring that right forearm to the wall. Let's take a chest stretch, twisting away from that arm. Make sure both shoulders are back and you really are twisting, twisting, twisting the whole time. And let's switch it out, stretching out that left arm, left chest. Try to keep your weight even between your feet. If you're leaning into one leg, this stretch is going to be easier. You can release, you can shake out those arms, and you guys are done. Thank you for working out with me today.